Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing. Like I said, Cooler was the perfect opponent for him. But I'm ready to fight Gervonta now. I don't want to wait. There's no waiting. There's nothing to be like, oh, I need to chill out. No, I will show my boxing skills. I will outbox him. I know I will because look, nobody has seen it. Yeah, I can move my footwork. People say, why is he so stiff? I don't need to move these guys. They're right in front of me. Boom. I've been boxing since I was 7 years old. I fought so many different styles. It's not like I'm completely new. I may be young. Yeah, I'm young. But I know I can do it. So that is what Golden Boy Promotions, the Golden Child, Ryan Garcia had to say. Now, Ryan Garcia is, I believe he's 19 years old. And he's a guy that a lot of people seem to be high on. Like, every time I see videos on Ryan Garcia training, like, it has, like, a bunch of views. It's like, dude gets, like, 100,000 views for fighting, you know, for showing him training. It's like, it seems that Ryan Garcia is the new Oscar De La Hoya. And what I mean by that is, in terms of, like, his popularity, you know, when Oscar De La Hoya was in his prime, he had a lot of fans. He had a lot of fans. And Oscar De La Hoya was a Mexican American, and I believe that Ryan Garcia is also a Mexican American. Yeah, I kind of get like the same vibe that I get from Ryan Garcia that when I got from Oscar De La Hoya when he was in his prime. Because, like I said, Oscar De La Hoya was like the golden child. He had a bunch of fans. Even though he wasn't fighting the best guys at times, he had a massive fan base. He had like a big popularity. And I get the impression that Ryan Garcia might be that guy soon. One day we might be saying that Ryan Garcia is like the cash cow at 130, 135. Because at this stage, he's only 19. He hasn't fought anyone. He's been fighting nothing but bums. But already, you know, you look at all the videos that every time you see videos that people upload about, especially like his training footage videos, it has thousands upon thousands of views. So people are high on this kid. So he says that he wants to fight and he's ready for Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, I'm pretty sure most people will think it's premature. And yeah, it probably is premature. It's probably very premature. I've seen some of Ryan Garcia fights, and one thing I will say is Ryan Garcia, it seems like he's pretty fast. He does seem like he has punching power, but we have to keep in mind he's a guy who hasn't fought anybody. Like, he, you know, if you're fighting tomato cans, you're gonna knock out tomato cans. You know, I want to see him in there against a top guy, and I want to see how he deals with that dude. Let's say he goes in there and he blasts out a top guy at 130 or 135. All right, that's different. I'll be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, you know, he lost to that Cuban in the Olympics a couple of years back, I believe 2 years back. But we don't know how good he is. He's been fighting nothing but bums. Some people, he has sort of a fan base too. Not as big as Ryan Garcia, but he does have a fan base. But you know, he hasn't fought anyone, so I'm not like going around. And that other dude, what's that guy's name? That Haley guy. That dude, his name just slipped my mind. That guy that everyone's always, Dante's Boxing Nation is always talking high about, or I forgot this guy. I think it's Danny, something like that. He hasn't fought anyone either, and people are high on him. How do I think he fares against Gervonta Davis? If they were to announce that fight tomorrow, Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, I'm 100% picking Gervonta Tank Davis. Why? He has way more experience. He's at least fought guys. You know, although I think Gervonta Davis is ducking Vasily Lomachenko, although he's been coming out lately, he's acting like he want to fight Vasily Lomachenko, although I think he might be ducking him. Gervonta Davis has fought way better opposition than someone like Ryan Garcia. You know, he fought Liam Walsh. I thought Liam Walsh was underrated. He fought Jose Pedraza. I thought Jose Pedraza was a decent fight for him. So he's at least been fighting dudes who have posters. Like at least he's been fighting guys who are trying to win against him. And he just fought that Cello guy who, in my opinion, was another decent guy. I believe that Ryan Garcia is taller than Gervonta. You know, Ryan Garcia says that he would outbox Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, I've been saying this for a long time. I believe that the way to beat Gervonta Tank Davis is to outbox him. I believe the guy who's going to beat Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be a guy that uses his footwork, a guy that moves. Because a long time ago, when I would say maybe 3.5 years ago, when Gervonta Davis was like literally a prospect, I think he had like 13 pro fights. I remember watching Gervonta Davis fight a guy. I forgot the guy's name. All I remember is he was a Mexican fighter, and he was from Mexico. And I remember he fought this Mexican fighter, right? And he was like short, just like him. He was like 5'6", like a short Mexican dude. And that dude was playing the counterpuncher. He was not engaging Gervonta Davis. He wasn't coming toe-to-toe with Gervonta Davis. He was using his footwork a little bit. He was moving, and he was playing the counterpuncher role. And if you look at that fight, it gave Gervonta Davis some issues. I saw him getting countered a few times. He got countered by that dude, and that fight lasted like 9 rounds. Those simple counterpunching techniques that little journeyman Mexican fighter was doing to Gervonta Davis, and those little, pivot movements were giving Davis issues. This is why I actually believe that the guy who's going to beat Davis is going to be a guy that moves against him. Jose Pedraza was coming forward against him. Guys who come forward against Gervonta Davis is make it easier for him. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I've always felt that Vasily Lomachenko will be a very difficult fight for Gervonta. I've never said Gervonta Davis can't beat Vasily Lomachenko. I think he can beat him if he is able to land. But I think because Vasily Lomachenko has such fast footwork, I think he would give Gervonta Davis a lot of trouble. So if Ryan Garcia could do that, if he could use his height and use his footwork and make the little guy, Gervonta Davis, come after him, then maybe he'll give him some issues. But as of right now, I haven't seen him do that yet. And like I said, I don't think he has the experience to beat someone like Davis. And I would definitely be picking Davis over him. Anyway, guys, that's up to say. And yeah, just trying to leave my opinions on other weight classes for once, because I'm always talking about the heavyweight division. Anyway, guys, subscribe for daily boxing videos, and I'm out. Thanks for watching.